Book of Acts chapter 22. Men, brothers, and fathers, listen to my defense that I present to you now. When they heard him speaking to them in the Hebrew language, they became even more silent, and he continued. I am indeed a Jew, born in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, but raised in this city at the feet of Gamaliel. I was instructed in the strictest manner of our ancestral law and was zealous for God, just as you all are today. I persecuted this way to the death, arresting and imprisoning both men and women. The high priest and the whole council of elders can bear witness to this. They also gave me letters to the brothers in Damascus, so I went there to bring those who were bound there to Jerusalem for punishment. As I was on my journey and approaching Damascus about noon, suddenly a great light from heaven shone around me. I fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to me, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? I replied, Who are you, Lord? And he said to me, I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom you are persecuting. The men with me saw the light but did not understand the voice of the one who was speaking to me. I asked, What should I do, Lord? And the Lord said to me, Rise, go into Damascus, and there you will be told all that is appointed for you to do. Since I could not see because of the glory of that light, I was led by the hand of those who were with me and came into Damascus. A man named Ananias, a devout observer of the law and highly regarded by all the Jews living there, came to me. He stood beside me and said, Brother Saul, regain your sight. In that very hour, I looked up at him. He said, The God of our ancestors has chosen you to know his will, to see the righteous one, and to hear the sound of his voice. For you will be his witness to all people of what you have seen and heard. And now, why delay? Get up, be baptized, and wash away your sins, calling on his name. And it happened that when I returned to Jerusalem and was praying in the temple, I fell into a trance, and saw him saying to me, Hurry and get out of Jerusalem quickly, because they will not accept your testimony about me. I said, Lord, they themselves know that I imprisoned and beat those in the synagogues who believed in you. And when the blood of your witness Stephen was shed, I stood there giving my approval and guarding the clothes of those who were killing him. Then he said to me, Go, because I will send you far away to the Gentiles. When they heard this, they listened to him up to this statement. Then they raised their voices and said, Away with such a man from the earth, for he should not live. As they were shouting and throwing off their cloaks and tossing dust into the air, the commander ordered him to be brought into the barracks and instructed that he be examined under flogging, so that he could find out why they were shouting against him in this way. But when they stretched him out with the straps, Paul said to the centurion who was standing there, Is it lawful for you to flog a Roman citizen who hasn't been condemned? When the centurion heard this, he went to the commander and reported it, saying, What are you going to do? This man is a Roman citizen. The commander came and said to Paul, Tell me, are you a Roman citizen? He said, Yes. The commander replied, I acquired this citizenship with a large sum of money. Paul said, But I was born a citizen. Those who were about to interrogate him withdrew from him immediately, and the commander was even afraid when he realized that Paul was a Roman citizen and that he had bound him. The next day, because he wanted to determine the reason he was being accused by the Jews, he released him from his bonds and ordered the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin to assemble. Then he brought Paul down and placed him before them.